the spirit of Louisiana, WWL-TV Channel 4.
Now that it's starting to get just a little bit cooler outside, and we're hoping it's going to get much cooler in the weeks ahead, we are here with interior designer Valorie Hart on ways we can transform our home into fall. And you say it's sort of like your wardrobe.
Correct. You know, when the seasons start to change, we're all itching to put on our fall clothes. For us here in New Orleans, maybe it's a cashmere sweater once a month or something, but the decor follows the same suit. We want to kind of like give our home autumn look.
And it's really these things that you are offering today, these items or these examples, are things that we can do at home, perhaps with things we already have around the house.
Yes, I mean, everybody has these glass hurricanes or vases. You get a bouquet of flowers from the florist, you save them, you don't know what to do. So I took some little autumn leaves, and I wish that here in New Orleans that we had this kind of foliage, but we don't. So I cheat, and I got some little fake ones. And all you have to do is clip them and hot glue them on your little cylinder, put a candle in, and you've got a little autumn look.
And you have a mixture of the fake and the real.
Yeah, when you mix the fake and the real, it makes the fake look a lot better.
Like these gourds, you go to the grocery store. You've done a lot of the shopping at the grocery store.
I say shop your autumn decor at the grocery store. We have pecans in the bottom of the hurricanes holding the candles, the gourds. The squashes look like the expensive white pumpkins, and they're just squash, and you can cut them up and eat them later. Artichokes are a beautiful thing to put out, and all this stuff is good for like a mantle, a tablescape, your coffee table.
And how long will this last?
I would say that 3 weeks is honest, and if you don't mind it getting a little mushy and it doesn't get stinky, you could have it up to 6 weeks.
And I see that in front you have the beautiful feather.
Oh yeah, feathers for fall are just wonderful. And again, I filled the bottom of the vase with some pecans to kind of anchor it, and that's a little bit of fake foliage in the front. Again, mixing the fake and the real.
Oh, and I love this little item here.
These are hydrangea actually from my yard this morning, so I'm sure that a lot of your hydrangea are blooming and getting to the end when they start to dry up. And all I did was take like a little, you know, condiment jar, like a pickle jar or mustard or capers, and again just attach the little autumn leaf on it.
And you know, the thing that's so nice is that foliage outside, you can bring it inside. Just bringing some clippings in can add a lot to
Well,
the
magnolia leaves are great for us here for the holidays because they tend to get that brown side, and that's a nice autumn look.
Well, in our next segment, you're going to talk about what? We're going to have some more items?
We're going to have some more items like some soft decor, cozy pillows, throws.
And I have to thank you so much for your advice the last time around. You were showing some bins that look like ottomans that you can store things in. So where do you suggest people look for ideas? Should they can go to upper end stores if their budget will allow, but if they won't?
Well, like I say, shop the supermarket. Besides having all the floral displays and plants that you can buy, I mean, you can just get such good ideas. These are tomatillas in here. I mean, just look for things that have texture and fall colors, and not necessarily all orange. Think about the whites, the greens, the browns, the beiges, and with some of the more modern decor schemes that we have, the muted tones, some of these colors look nicer than the traditional.
And your home should really reflect who you are, though.
Oh, definitely. So, who else?
Yeah, as opposed to doing something, sometimes people will look at magazines and say, I want want my house to look like it's in a magazine. No, you want your house to look like you.
Magazines should inspire you, but you shouldn't have to copy it slavishly. Just like you look at a fashion magazine, you get a good idea, and you go shop your wardrobe. Do the same thing for your home.
And choose the colors that you are drawn to.
Exactly.
I'm drawn to all of this. This is beautiful. And for more decorating tips, visit Valorie Hart's website at visualvamp.blogspot.com. And we're going to be back with Valorie in a few minutes. And also we're going to be in the kitchen with Chef Tenny Flynn. And he's here for Jefferson Parish's Dollars for Scholars. So stay tuned. Earlier in the show, interior designer Valorie Hart showed us some easy ways to update our home decor for fall, and she isn't finished with us yet. Valorie is back with some more ideas. Good morning. And I mean, now you're looking at the softer ways that we can update our decor.
It's so easy with accessories, and the quickest way is to do color and small accessories to update for fall. And I chose this palette for New Orleans. I think autumn is more like Indian summer, so I'm calling this Indian autumn.
Yeah.
And I drew like all the spicy jewel tones for us. I think it looks so well with contemporary furnishings and with antique furnishings.
And I'm also noticing textures as well as colors.
Lots of texture. And this is so great because it's embroidered and you can flip it and use it on the velvet side.
So you can get double duty out of this one pillow. And then a lot of people have quilts that have been passed down to them.
Yes. Well, I love a good throw, and the cashmeres and the wools, the heavier throws are great, but sometimes it's too much for New Orleans. We just need a little something when that humidity changes. And these are made out of vintage fabrics, and I love them, and they're all odd sizes. They're so soft, and you could use one on a couch, or you could this is being
put
naughty.
that down there.
And,
okay.
Or you could drape, you know, several of them on a bed and update your bed for fall. They're just gorgeous, and you flip them over.
Look at that on the other side as well.
And they're equally beautiful. So if you're not lucky enough to have an antique quilt, you can get this vintage, beautiful quilt. And the one on the table also has some great muted fall colors.
And I think the older it is, the more
the better
valuable,
it feels
and it just seems so homey to have a quilt.
The other thing I found, which is kind of cool for the patio, this is a fire pot, and candlelight and fire is so great for fall. I mean, we're itching to build a fire, but this is cool. This looks like water, but this is actually a gel that you pour in, and I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to set us on fire, but you pour it in and it makes a really cool high flame.
Let me see if I can show this around this way so you can see that it makes a high flame. So this is a fire pot.
A fire pot.
That you can use in an area that's safe for fire.
I would use it outside. I wouldn't use it inside.
That's beautiful.
The other thing that I brought along is this lamp, and it's kind of cool because this is bamboo, but it looks kind of leopard-like, and leopard is another huge decorating trend for fall, and I love the textured lampshade as well.
And show us some other things, like I like these pillows as well that have the leaf design.
Yeah, and this is not such a literal fall leaf. This is a tropical fall leaf.
Because this is another part of the country. We're not the New England area of the country.
Exactly.
Our winters are not that cold.
So we have our own version of fall.
We have our own version of it, and it's some beautiful ideas here. And
these little boxes are quite interesting.
This is lovely.
These are vintage saris, and I just love the spicy jewel tones. And they come in a set of 3. You could keep all 3, or you could keep one and give a couple away as gifts.
And you can use these for...
This is a jewelry. This one would be a good remote box. I mean,
remote box. So you don't have
beautiful.
to... You know, my mom used to say, you don't have to have everything you own out on the counter. You can put it away. And so that's a nice way to store things as well.
That is right. And then another interesting thing is, this is linen, but because of the spicy color and the embroidery, it gives it a little more depth for autumn. So again, here in New Orleans, we want to have all the fall feeling, but we don't want the heaviness that you get with the flannels and the wools and the cashmeres. We don't do that until winter, which doesn't come till January.
When it comes, and it's 2 weeks.
That's right.
Valorie, thank you so much for being here. Some great
pleasure.
ideas. And want to see some more home decorating tips? Visit Valorie Hart's website at visualvamp.blogspot.com. And we're right back.